above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in ease. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if imagine there's no heaven.
Yes, please, Rainbow. What happened? No, you cannot climb through the wind.
No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in ease. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can.
Good night. Good night, everybody. Happy Friday in 246. This is day 10 of lockdown 246. We've been locked down for 10 days. And you started out seeing a montage done by Amma of the pets, some of the pets that have been keeping us company during the lockdown and even before the lockdown. But today, we actually have some special advice because we are joined by Dr. Patricia D. Bedford, who is a vet herself, and she knows lots and lots about animal care. And she is the president of the Barbados Veterinary Association. Good night. Good night, Dr. Bedford.
Good night, Ms. Marshall. I think you know me as Patty, so it is fine to call me Patty.
Yes, but I'm excited to be able to call you Dr. Bedford tonight because of the capacity in which you are speaking.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I am actually doing okay. As you know, this is our second lockdown in Barbados, and it is a different type of lockdown than we had the first time. But I do have animals, I guess, keeping me company. And what I did right before lockdown, luckily, I fixed all three of them were fixed. So that was good and bad, because having to tend to three animals was a bit more than I bargained for, especially when they're yours.
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, because you tend to other people's animals as well as your own. So tonight, we wanted to get your expert advice about caring for pets. A lot of people just have pets, and so I know knowing you, I know the standard to which you prefer that pets should be kept to. And I know that you have expressed on different occasions, when people fall below that standard. So we wanted to ask you to give us a little guidance about how to care for our pets during the lockdown and in general.
Okay. Again, hi everyone. As Diana said, I'm Dr. Patricia Patty Bedford, and I'm a veterinarian. I've been practicing now for about almost 20 years. Time went very quickly. As Ayana knows, I'm not only a private practitioner, but I am also a veterinary public health practitioner. And right now I'm consulting in livestock. So I have quite a wide area of expertise, I will call it. But tonight we're speaking about pets. Having a pet is a great responsibility. You have chosen to care for a living animal. So there's some of the things we all say that pets need. They need food, water, shelter, medical care, and love. I add that love because you can have animals and you can have pets. Pets are creatures you have decided you want to take care of, you want to love you, and that they're there for you. And during lockdown, which is an extremely, I'm not even going to say lockdown, during this pandemic period, it is an extremely stressful period. And I'm sure most of you have seen the articles that are out there about how pets help us in dealing with stress. Having an animal there, being able to, a lot of persons, especially overseas, they might be locked in their apartments that aren't very large, and having an animal companion, because some of us, we speak to our animals, some kiss their animals, some hug their animals, some sleep with their animals. These are all things we do companionship, because humans like company. Even if we're introverts, we still have to have company at some point. General care of an animal. As I said, you should feed them and feed them daily. Some of you all might say, what? Feed daily? That's a no-brainer. No, it is. It seems that it's a no-brainer for some people. If you're dealing with puppies or kittens, they need to be fed more than once a day. And usually it is depending on the type of feeding you're giving to your animal. You should have a vet involved from the very beginning. And now when I'm speaking about vets, there's a wide range, as we saw in that early montage. You can go from your bunnies, you can go from your kittens, you can go to your dogs. Some people have horses, cows, sheep, and then we get into the exotics, lizards. Some persons have centipedes, some snakes. So all of them require food, water, and shelter, but a different type of shelter for each. What else? Do you have any questions, Diana? Because you should have a veterinary care checkup at least once a year, because they do require, the dogs, the cats require vaccines, and they should be checked once a year at least by a vet. Not a man who says he's a dog man or a cat person, but a vet, a registered veterinarian, because they would also guide you in the feeding and whatever else your animal might require. Now, when we're speaking about livestock,
Thank you.
oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you, when you asked me if I had questions, I was going to ask you about pets' mental health. Because, we tend to just have the pets and, we use them. But I wondered if,
I would really
there
say
was
we
some.
use them. It is more like a symbiotic kind of relationship because most of our pets, especially if we're speaking about dogs and cats, those have been domesticated animals and they have lived with humans for years now. However, cats are different. Those of us who have cats, we know that they think that they're the boss. And so we have to live according to their rules until we have to tell them, no, darling, you're not the boss. However, yes,
Do they?
Go ahead.
No, there was a slightly delayed. No, I was asking you if they, like if they manifest.
Yeah, they do have, some animals do have behavioral problems. It can come across as aggressiveness. It can come as fear, because especially if you're dealing with a rescue animal, because they have been abandoned by humans or they could have been mistreated by humans. You have to get past that. There are animal behaviorists. We kind of do have in Barbados, but there are recognized animal behaviorists overseas that will help you. But if you're taking a rescue animal into your home, know you might have to deal with some problems, and it will take time and love and patience.
We have a question about if you test positive and you have to go into a government facility, do you know if there is provision for pets there?
Definitely not. Unfortunately for
Definitely not.
Barbados, we're getting into the area of disaster management too. So this is information for even if we're dealing with a hurricane or any natural disaster out there. There are no shelters in the island that take pets. So generally what I have been trying to get done in Barbados is to get shelters, at least one or shelters or specific shelters throughout the island, at least three, so that persons can take their pets, but it is an ongoing process. For now, every person should have a plan on what to do if anything happens on the island. We normally subscribe that you should have enough feed and water for your animals for 2 weeks. Well, they say 7 days. I like going for 2 weeks now. We have seen that, especially during lockdown, this could be a trial time for us so that we can prepare our emergency plans. Have enough food and water on hand for 2 weeks for you and your animals. If anything happens, have somewhere that you can go with your animal. Speak to friends, speak to family. As for now, if you do have to leave your home and go into isolation, have a trusted friend or family member that can take care of your animal. The only problem is no one is going to want to come to your house because your house is going to be infected. I don't know if you all have been following the news in animals and COVID. Some animals have become infected with COVID-19, and that is called a zoonotic disease. However, it has not been proven to go from animals to humans. So it is usually humans giving it to animals. There have been lions and big cats in zoos. There were a set of gorillas, and in houses, a dog and a couple of cats. So there have been one, and in South Korea right now, they're actually testing any animals whose owners have become positive with COVID. In the States, what they would normally do is say, well, if, they isolate at home most of the time. So you are to take care of your animal, but you wear the mask and this shield, and you kind of keep separated from your animal. This is for the States and in Europe. For Barbados, because we actually leave home, and if there's no one else at home to take care of the animal, I would tell everyone from before, have a plan, have a trusted family member or friend who could care for your animal. We could tell them when they're coming, if you are positive when they're coming to get the animal, wear gloves, wear a mask, and when they get the animal, take it, bathe it, and then clean it, and then they can, and any bowl, any leash, anything like that, they're going to have to clean too before they take it into their house. So it's the same precaution as if you're dealing with anyone else. You could get in contact with your vet who might have a clinic or a trusted clinic and speak to them too on if you are positive and if they would come and take the animal too. We have had a couple of webinars from early last year about handling animals from COVID positive persons. So most of the vets in the region actually, at least, I know Barbados, we did it here and we did it in Guyana, and we got persons from throughout the region. So most have an idea of procedures that can be done and protocols that should be in place for dealing with animals that come from COVID positive homes.
Okay, thank you. This is a wealth of knowledge I did not have a clue about before. There's a question in the chat about what animals are banned from Barbados. You know, we have, or is that too long a list to deal with tonight? The popular ones that are not allowed.
That is in regular medicine, and although I did work as a regulatory vet, that is like 7, 8 years ago, I don't remember the list, but quite a few wild animals are not allowed to be imported. However, to be honest, smuggling does occur. So when they are in the island, there's really nothing you can do at that point when you see a large animal that you know that is not native to Barbados. I think persons should recognize that if you bring an animal that is not native, and then you leave the animal, and then you release the animal into the wild, as they do sometimes, that animal can, the ecosystem changes. We have a problem. I was just speaking to someone who has a sanctuary here. We have a problem with certain lizards. They're not native to Barbados, but because they're here and they're breeding, they're actually killing all green lizards that are native here. We have snakes that have been smuggled into the island, and then some persons release them into the wild, and then you find a snake that you know is not native to the island. And you know, we all have some sort of fear for snakes. Most of us have fear for snakes. There are invasive birds that are into. Sometimes they escape, sometimes they are released. So I know that might be an ongoing problem here, and especially in Florida in the Everglades, they're having a big problem with invasive species. I know I didn't give you a list, but
those are the popular ones. Those are the popular ones, so it gives us an idea. So I want to ask you finally, there's an issue, there's a quick issue that affects, because I know you because of the beekeeping and, you know, the association. And one of the other issues that has plagued farmers is also an animal. And the animal is very, very unpopular, Dr. Bedford. And I wanted to know if you had any thoughts about how we can coexist with those green monkeys.
It's Ayana coming to bring me into trouble tonight. As a veterinarian, I believe that we should coexist with all animals. The green monkey, although we call it an African green monkey, it has been here for over 300 years. So it's actually the genetic core from what I've read and discussed, because we have a wildlife vet here in Barbados, Dr. Kamara Ryan. So she is actually the person who knows about these green monkeys, because she's worked with them too at the Barbados Primate Reserve. I think that's the name. I probably messed up the name, but it's affiliated with the Wildlife Reserve. So she has worked for quite a few years with them. St. Kitts also has brevet monkeys. And the reason said that these are actually should be called Bajan. All monkeys are different, genetically different to the ones in St. Kitts, and then they're also genetically different to the ones in Africa. So there are Bajan monkeys right now. Yes, because I am in the agriculture sector, yes, they do cause a problem with crops. However, I think we should learn to coexist. I am a scientist at heart. And before we say, a lot of people are thinking about culling, say, let's cull. However, before we can think about culling, we need to do a census of the green monkeys to find out how many there are and where exactly their troops live. Let's start at the very beginning. As Caribbean people, we seem to have a fair, I don't know, we don't realize the importance of having data, accurate, up-to-date data. You know, this is one of the things I always preach to, as we as I would say farmers, beekeepers are farmers. We need to keep good records. And so our ministry should also have good records. So before we can, I know there was a book produced on ways that you can handle, you can deal with the green monkey, the Ministry of Agriculture, I believe, in collaboration with some other groups, produced a pamphlet. However, one of the methods was a cannon, using a pressure cannon. And I don't think having persons shooting a pressure cannon about the island is an ideal method of dealing with the with the green monkeys. There've been talks, speaking about sterilization, that I have heard might not work that well, because even if you're able to do it, it's not an easy technique. And even if you're able to do it, when you reintroduce the monkey into a population that might not be his or even his, he might not be they might not be accepted back into the troop and be killed. It is not an easy fix to this. I think we should find some ways. There are some farmers in Barbados who have some methods that they said have worked. They put newspaper on newspaper around, or paper, sorry, around their crops. Some I have heard from years ago, plant something for the monkeys and plant something for yourself. Maybe I think that might be the way for now. The problem is, do we have encroached into their living space? When I was at UWI Cave Hill, I did, is that at UWI or maybe when I was at secondary school? I did a project on vervet monkeys. And at that time, you kind of knew where all the troops were. And strangely enough, there were a troop in Belleville. But most of the greenery in Belleville has been destroyed, or gullies have either been destroyed, burnt out, or in drought, there's no food. So if there's no food there, they have to leave to come looking for food. And where are they going to find food? Where humans exist. And also there are those persons who take, oh, let's have a baby. Let's have a little baby monkey, and oh, how cute. And let's do this for the tourists. And then these monkeys, they get larger. The canines get larger, and they're still aggressive at heart, and then they're released into the environment. They're not used to living in their environment because they are used to being fed, and they become nuisances because they go to the different homes looking for food. And then they're also acting on aggressiveness. So we have to educate persons. Monkeys are not pets. Do not keep them as pets, number one. Do not release your pets into the wild, number two. And let's see if we can have an animal census. I would say monkey, but really and truly in Barbados, we need an animal census, because we have no clear idea the types of animals we have in Barbados. We have no clear idea where they all live. And so disaster management is one of my passions too, to be prepared for anything. And so for us to be fully prepared and to be able to assist those who might require help, if God forbid anything happens on this island, we should know how many animals, where they are, where the homes are, who might need help. And I think that is one of the things we need done in Barbados and actually across the region. Because most countries, if they've done an animal census, it's like maybe 20 years old. So that's of no use to anyone. I know we've gone off topic a bit, but I think
Yes,
that's all things that we need to know.
But it was based on thank you very much. It's based on having you right here with us and your expertise.
No, I'm free for anyone to ask questions.
Thank you. Well, some of those questions that I was asking were actually from the chat.
Okay.
But I want to thank you very much, because I'm not sure, and I know because I listen to you all the time, and we have the benefit of your expertise in the association, but I am not sure that we are ever going to be equipped if there's a major disaster for caring for the animals. And we've seen in our sister countries, Dominica and the Bahamas and so on, it's usually the animals that end up suffering, and being put out first.
For this, I think
Come.
it is both, we need to be prepared for both humans and people. We have been blessed in
Yeah.
this island. I'm not going to say like I'm going to say we have been blessed in this island. We have not had a major disaster. I actually, I responded to Bahamas when they had their disaster, and that was 2 islands. And that was an extremely eye-opening experience. Bahamas was, because of their location, help was help easily arrived and early, and they arrived early and plentiful because they were on the coast of America. We are not close to America right now. We're in a pandemic time. So this is why I'm saying we need to prepare. We need to prepare for our families, and we need to prepare for our animals. And we need to be vocal too. We all know who our representative is. A lot of the times, pet animals are the last to be thought about. Even now, and vets are classed with them. Because even now, we are still working during this pandemic. When persons are saying, oh, we're on lockdown and I'm bored at home, vets can't say that, because even if the clinic is not open, if an emergency arises, we have to be there. But we are not looked at as essential workers. I've had many of my members, quite a few of my members, they've had COVID scares. And we are also not on the list of essential persons to get the vaccination. And I think that is a great disservice to our veterinary community. But again, that's a different, we kind of went off topic. But the major thing
Yeah.
is food, water, love, shelter, medical care. Those are the major thing your animals need. Food, water, love, medical care, and shelter. And shelter means
Okay.
you have adequate housing, you have wind to be able to pass through, and it's a large enough size for your animal, not a little thing that is a couple of inches larger than your dog that you want to depend on. And they need exercise too. And exercise is great for you and your dog. When I had my dog, I would be walking all over the place with them. I knew my neighborhood. But with cats, I now seem to have cats now. They go where they want to, and that is totally strange to me. And they and we have problems because now during lockdown, they love to lay down in the middle of the road. So no. So having cats or as I'm speaking to you, Tigger, the one that you saw the picture of, she got up on she's opposite me looking at me as I'm giving this talk. Cats.
She's wondering what's going on. Well, I want to thank you very much. You did not go off topic because on lockdown 246, there's no tunnel, and it goes where it needs to go. So this is very helpful. The ideas for the monkeys that you want us to try and coexist with, but I'm not
It will
so
be
sure.
difficult. It will be difficult because we need food. We do need food, and
Yeah.
we should be growing more food on the island too. So having the
Yes.
monkeys destroyed, but we have to be aware that we have encroached on their territories, and we need to also start replanting our gullies. But let's do the important first step. Let's have that animal census. Let's see how many
Right.
monkeys there are. And then culling is a recognized way of dealing with wild animals. So I'm not saying I'm anti-culling. However, we
Mhm.
need to do this properly, not just go and send people loose into the bush trying to kill monkeys. We do have a monkey kill already in and a bounty. But however, we should know how many there are before we say let's cull, because there are Barbadian monkeys at the end of the day. And we will be losing a very important part of this island and our heritage.
So I want to thank you very much, Patty, Dr. Bedford, President of the Barbados Veterinary Association. It's some serious work that you are doing and that you have responsibility for. I have food
The gray
for
hairs.
any. No, you have them twisted in nicely. But for anybody who missed it, the essentials: food, water, love is in the middle, shelter, and medical care. Thank you very much for joining us. I know that you have an activity that you have to go off to, but we
Yes, I'm
appreciate
so
that you came.
sorry that I
That's
couldn't stay.
okay.
I must say before I go, I really enjoyed last night. I was telling you about it. I listened to the young entrepreneurs and the journey they have taken to get where they are and where they want to go. It was refreshing. It was a breath of fresh air. And I think it's Dr. Edwards last night, your wrap up words. And I hope they took them to heart. They have a rough road ahead of them, especially here, I must say, because they're thinking what I hate to use it, but outside of the box. That is what you need. You need now as we go forward into into 2021 and beyond. And as I told Ayana, and I'm quite outspoken with Ayana, I hope they continue with their ideas because their ideas are fabulous and fantastic. And if it doesn't work here, I hope they're on, hopefully one or two are on. If it doesn't work here, take it overseas. Don't just limit yourself here. There's a big region and there's a great global world that they can get help. And they might thrive even more outside. I know home drum beats better, and that is why we turn to Barbados too. But sometimes you have to leave. And their ideas are just fantastic. I was very impressed. I felt old too, in a way too, but it was a very, very, very nice session last night. So thank you,
Thank
Ayana.
you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm just sorry it was on from number one lockdown show.
Oh, well, you can watch them on Caribbean Freedom Fighters on the YouTube page.
Okay, great.
So I
I'll
can
look
send
out.
some of them to you as well because
Definitely.
the topics have just been diverse.
Yes.
This
Oh.
is before you go. You get a true idea of who is the boss and who has been working with with animals for the majority of their life. This is Patty's chair. You know, we do a lot of outdoors, you know, we lime outdoors and so on. So this is her outdoor activity chair. And there she is. She put it down to have a seat, to take in a little outdoors and a little vitamin D. And this is Tigger, right?
Yes, that is Tigger. That's the one that was
Tigger,
sitting across from me just now, too. I think she had a look of,
Tigger
why are
came.
you in my chair?
So Tigger, so welcome Tigger. Tigger is not even looking at us, but this is where you have it. So Patty, we're calling you Patty now because we are familiar.
That is
Thank you
fine.
very much for joining us on the lockdown 246. And I'm sure that if there are other opportunities that we will try and rope you in as well, because you said so, you offered it. And we just want to thank you very much for joining us. I
You're
know that you're
welcome.
going to, yes,
And
thank
if
you
there are
very
any
much.
other questions, Ayana, you have my contact and you can let me know and I'll
I
answer
will.
them. And Tigger, that was Tigger's glamour shot because she still has her scar and her shaving from her surgery. So that was
Oh,
her glamour
yes.
shot, the right angle so you couldn't see it because I know she would not have liked everyone to see her scar.
So
Um,
before you go, last thing before you go, where for I'm being asked where we can find you. Well, I know where I can find you, but where do you want everyone to be able to find you?
Well, I am not in full-time practice right now. What I didn't say is I am consulting right now with the FAO in the livestock
Yes.
sector. However,
The
Ayana
Food
has
and
my
Agriculture Organization of the
organization of
United
the United
Nations,
Nations.
for
Yes,
people who don't know.
yes, here in the sub-regional office. So I work throughout the region right now on projects. Yeah, I am working. Sorry, I'm working throughout the region on projects. And so that is kind of my passion. But of course, you, veterinary medicine is always at heart. So Ayana has my contact information. So if
Yes.
anyone needs me, you can reach out to her and she can share. Yes, you have my full
Permission.
permission to share my information. And if there's anything I can do to assist you, I will, or I will let you go with someone else. As I said, I'm also the president of the Veterinary Association, so I represent all members on the island. I forgot to say about spaying and neutering. If you don't want any extra animals, you should spay and neuter your animals because we are in tough times now, and you might not be able to feed. A lot of animals are being released into I will say wilds, because persons cannot feed their animals. And I find that so sad. One thing I wanted when I was in full-time practice, I ran a mobile service. And I always try to keep my prices as reasonable and low as possible because I really believe everyone should be able to own an animal at some point in their lives because they do enrich your lives. When you bond with an animal, it adds something to your life. I've known people who detest animals, but they find that right animal for them and it enriches their life. So if you cannot, if you don't, if you only want that one animal, go ahead and spay and neuter. Speak to your vet, speak to any vet, and then make that choice to spay and neuter, please. Because we have too many animals being released and running wild, and it breaks your heart when you see. We didn't even go into livestock, but that's a topic for another situation. There's another topic.
Okay, okay. All right.
Good night. Enjoy your bingo.
Thank you very much, and all our love. Thank you very much, Patty.
Bye.
And we continue to be safe in the 246.
You too, these are, wear your mask, wear your shield, 6 feet apart. I did say it was public health, so that's another hat. And that's another topic of discussion there, but mask and distance, those are the important things. You can hug. I think for now, if we take this pain, we will get over onto the other side. Even with the vaccines, if you go and you vaccinate, just remember, you can't just rip off the mask and go wild and wussy. Still mask and distance, and be safe, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your bingo.
And good night to you. Thank you.
Bye, you're welcome all.
Good night, good night. Thank you very much, Dr. Bedford. And with that very, very important information and important reminders, because we didn't even think about when you don't have when you have pets that you cannot take care of. I'm going to turn over to Anne, who is going to host the fun bingo. Well, not that wasn't fun, but the bingo that people have been looking forward to tonight. I just want to say before that, with all of the talk about local honey, that the grand prize is a bottle of Barbadian honey. So whoever wins the bingo is going to win a bottle of natural Barbadian honey, which you know is very good for you, especially in times of your immunity. So I don't want to delay the bingo, but that's your prize.
Organic is the way to go. Anybody ready for a game of bingo? Who's ready for the game of bingo? Those of you who are on YouTube, we are ready to rumble. Get your paper and your pencils or your pen ready to go. And at the same time, please, let's welcome back Rampoon Radio out of Delaware, USA. We're also live on Rampoon Radio. We're live on Rampoon Radio Facebook, Rampoon Radio YouTube, www.rampoonradio.com, and we are live on Caribbean Freedom Fighters. And Ms. as Mrs. Marshall has indicated, if you miss one of our nights, we are there on Caribbean Freedom Fighters. They are all there on Caribbean Freedom Fighters, so check us out. Pencils ready? Check. People are coming in fast and furious. People ready for this bingo? People ready for the oh shoots. Oh Lord. Pencils, paper, pencil, check. Let's see. Let's get checked. Put on your cameras, please. Put on your cameras because we can't tell if you're cheating. All right. How's the Clark family? How's the Clark family doing? Ready to rumble? All right. Where's the gunman? Paper ready? All right. Ready to go. So there's the clerks. How about the small? How about the small? Where's your paper? Ready to go? Ready to go? Yes. Dr. Nixon, paper and pencil, paper and pen. Ready to go? Ready to go? Excellent. Welcome. Thank you. And King Kites, ready to rock and roll. And our host, Let's see. Are you ready to go with the moon gazer in the background? Where is the paper and pencil? We caught the horse red-handed. She got pen. Where is the paper? You going high tech. There we go. All right. Princess, you need to put on your camera. Lion, you need to get Rampoon World having their paper and pencil ready to go for our bingo. So let me explain how this bingo is going to work tonight. Because I know some of you are wondering, how on earth are we going to play bingo in Zoom? On Zoom, right? And on YouTube. We are going to play bingo on Zoom and YouTube. Can we have the bingo cards, please? Now, we're going to play 2 games tonight. I think we can get through 2 games tonight. We're going to have a COVID one, and we're going to have a regular traditional bingo. So if you look here, you see we have the B-I-N-G-O. I want you to listen carefully. On the B, I want you to head your paper, B-I-N-G-O. Go ahead and head your paper, B-I-N-G-O. Don't write anything else. All I want you to do is to head your paper, B-I-N-G-O. Are you ready? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. B-I-N-G-O. Yes, we have some geniuses in the room. Ready to rock and roll, King Kais? The Clark's family, good job. B-I-N-G-O, excellent. So on the B, are you listening? On the B, I want you to choose 5 numbers on the B. From 1 to 15. Any 5 numbers, any 5 lucky numbers from 1 to 15. So you can include 1, you can include 15. Okay? Are you ready? 1 to 15. We see Sister Sherry is ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. Some of you need to put on your camera. We want to welcome all of you. All right? And on the I, another 5 numbers. Choose 5 numbers from 16 to 30 on the I. On the N, any 5 numbers from 31 to 45. On the N, any 5 numbers from 31 to 45. Let's go, let's go. We got to get this bingo going. We have a bottle of organic honey to win. We have a bottle of organic honey to win. So we're on the N, let's go on the G. Any 5 numbers from 46 to 60. 46 to 60. On the O, any 5 numbers from 0 to, on the O, any 5 numbers from 61 to 75. From 61 to 75. Ready to rock and roll? Let's go. Good. So now let me show you what your paper should look like. Let me show you what your paper should look like. Amma, next sample, please. Amma, where are you? Oh, let me spotlight you. Okay. Okay, this is what your paper should look like. Sorry, I am missing 1 row, so ignore me. You should have 5 numbers on the B. You have 5 more numbers, 5 numbers on the I, 5 numbers on the N, 5 numbers on the G, and 5 numbers on the O. Okay? Good. So here's the example. Let's take a quick look. Thank you very much, Ms. Small. You can stop sharing now. Good. Are you guys ready? Let me see those paper. Let me see those paper. You cannot change. You cannot change your numbers. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Excellent. Nice. Nice. So good. As I call your numbers, if you hear your numbers called, please X them off, okay? And we're going for what? We're going for a bottle of organic honey. So who's ready for bingo? Let's go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. So are we ready for our first number? Oh, N39. N39. If you have, look on the N. And if you have N39, please cross it off. Ready. Next number. We're still in N. N36. 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 Ooh, B1. 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 Are you guys okay? Everybody okay? Let's go. B2. B2. Oh, over to G. G47. 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 Oh, O69. O69. N44. 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 B. B9. B9. You guys want me to go a little faster? Faster? We good?
Yes, please.
All right, faster. Oh, O65. 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 I27. I27. G. G46.
Too fast. That young boy is way younger than we are.
Okay, so we have G46. I27. Underneath N, we have N36, N39, N44. Under G, G46, G47. On the O, O65, O69. All right, tell me, B10, B10, B10. What number are you guys waiting for? What number should come up next, guys? What number are you waiting for? Anyone wants a B3? B3. B3. G52. 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 O. O69. 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 N. N44. N44. B8. B8 so far. I24. G54. O. O66. O66. I20. I20. N. N35. N35. And the next number, somebody have to be going for the bingo. What number do you want? N35. Now we have G. G57. Do I hear bingo? Do I hear bingo? G57. I don't hear bingo. I don't hear bingo. Somebody need a bottle of honey. G48. 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 B12. B12. Do I hear bingo? No. We still need some I. G50, 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 G50. I28. Is that a bingo? Oh, we don't have a bingo.
Card or one line?
Pardon?
You doing full card or one line?
We doing full card. A bottle of honey you want so? No. 5 by 5. 5 by 5, 25, 25 numbers. 25 numbers, not one line. What? Which one you full in? Which line you got already? Gina, which line you got? Do you feel anybody need an I? Who need an I?
No, we don't have any lines. We don't have any lines as yet.
Any?
No lines.
No lines. Okay. We're going on over, Zolani, to B14. Do you want B14? B14?
No, B14.
I want that.
You want B14? Okay, let's go. Kai's got B14. Ooh, I29, I29. Full house, I29, I29. Oh, 070, 070. Do I hear a bingo? What's going on? G53, 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 G58, 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 I19, 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 and I23, I23. Do I get a bingo? I26, I26. What's going on? No one bingoed. Everybody wrote the same numbers. B5, B5. I25, I25. G55, G55, G55.
No, you
Bingo.
don't have.
We have a bingo. We have a bingo. Let's see. Who is the one that bingo? Who bingo? Who's the person that bingo? Wait, let me see those bingo.
E.
Okay, Crompton. Crompton bingo. Let's see what's going on with Crompton. All right, Crompton. Let me check your bingo. Give me your numbers on the B. B what?
B5.
Checked. Correct. Uh-huh.
I19.
Give me all the B's. Give me all the B's.
Oh, B1.
Uh-huh.
B3.
Uh-huh.
B5.
Uh-huh.
B7.
B7? No, there is no
B5.
B7. So that's a false bingo.
Uh-huh. I19.
No. All the B's. Give me all the B's.
Oh,
Hold on.
B1.
No.
B3.
Hold on.
B5.
And she said, give her all the B's. Give her all the B's that make you get bingo.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's a false bingo. Anybody else bingoed? Who else? Thank you, Stefan. Keep going. Wait for B7. So we know we're looking for B7. So let's continue. Kai, how many numbers do you need?
I got bingo across.
No, I want full house, not across. You have to have 25 numbers. Okay? Full house. Kai, who needs what number? What number do you need, Kai?
I need I16.
I16. What's going on with the Clark? What number do you need, Clark? You're still muted.
And several numbers, I'm telling you. Really.
All right, the clock is not so lucky tonight. Zolani, what number you need, Zolani? Look, Lady Jean, what number do you need? Oh, B4. Dr. Nixon, what number do you need? The Lion, what number do you need? All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, let me call again. Let's continue with the bingo. Stefan, stand by. Your number what should be coming up shortly. So we'll be sending that. Oh, boy. All right, so let's go. G60, G60, G60.
Bingo.
Do I get a bingo step up? Did we call B7? Okay, let's go again. Who said bingo?
I got G.
No, let me hear on the B. Let's go back to B. Let me hear the numbers you have on the B again.
B1. B3. B5. B7.
B7 was never called, Stefan. You have to wait until you get your B7. You have to fill up everything under your paper. Okay?
Oh.
Yes, you got to get a whole word. I know you want that bottle of honey, Stefan. I know you want it. I want it too. I want it too. All right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see if Stefan can find that B7. All right. G60, sorry. G60. O61. O61. Stefan need a B7, and I don't know where it's coming from. Hold on, Stefan. Hold on, it's coming. O61. And G49. G49. N33. 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 O75. O75. O72 on the O72. We just repeated the numbers, so check and make sure your numbers, you didn't miss your numbers. N43. O63. O71. O74. O73. B7. Stefan, B7. Do I hear a bingo?
No.
Okay, so let's continue. B7. I16. 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 G51. G51. Do I hear bingo? What's going on? A bottle of organic Bajan honey.
I need 5 more numbers.
How many numbers?
5.
All right, ready to rock and roll, and we're behind time. Let's go. G59, 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 G59. O62, O62. G56, G56. N34, N34. N42, N42. Where is my bingo people? N42. Sorry. I21, I21. N41, N41. O67, O67. B6, B6. I17, I17. N45, N45. N31, N31. I18, I18. I30, I30. Do I hear bingo?
One more number.
I'm almost there. I need 2 more numbers in N.
I need N32. Bingo!
N32.
Bingo!
Bingo! Bingo! Let's see. Let's hear. Guys, you say your bingo. Let's see. We have a bingo, a bottle of honey going over to St. Peter. Let's see. Guys, on the B. Give me your numbers on the B.
B2, B5, B9, B10, B14.
Correct. Next.
I6, I16, I18, I25, I27, I30.
Excellent.
N31, N35, N32, N39, N45.
Good.
G60, G46, G52, G57, G49.
Hold on. All right. O.
O61, O65, O63, O75, O70.
Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a correct bingo. Anyone else for a correct bingo? Put your hands together for Kite. All right. So we're behind time, but I really want to do one more bingo game, but that one is going to be different. You don't need any lines. You do not need any lines. This one is going to be nice and easy. All right? Are you listening? I want you to write down, you are now in lockdown, right? And you are working at home. You are working at home. I want you to write 5 things that you do while working at home. Any 5 things. It doesn't matter. 5 things that you do while working at home. Any 5 things you do while working at home. Lying like you didn't bingo or you don't do anything in lockdown? Okay, so maybe in lockdown, you decide to sleep for the whole day. You do some homework. You go on the computer. What happened on the computer? You probably did laundry, catch up on all the work that you didn't do. You say goodbye to somebody. You say hello. You went on the phone.
I'm finished. Right.
Finished? Nice. Wait. No. 5 different things. Eat.
Come on, don't be ridiculous.
Let me hear you, Sister Jean. Sister Jean, what's the 5 things you had to do in lockdown? On mute.
Could you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. What's the 5 things you do in lockdown? Quick.
Cooking, washing, gardening, sewing, singing.
And singing. Okay, Dr. Nixon, thank you very much. Mute. Don't forget to mute after you speak. Dr. Nixon, what's the 5 things you do in lockdown?
Eat, write, read, phone, cook.
All right, mute for me, Dr. Nixon. Ayana, what's the 5 things you do in lockdown?
I told you, eat.
Listen to me. You're disqualified for that. You got to give us 5 different things. 5 different things. You can't be
Okay,
so different.
I eat, read, chat, sleep, and exercise.
Okay, so I don't understand when you're in lockdown, it means you don't have to go to work. You don't do anything. So I hope the boss is listening. Sister Sherry, what's the 5 things you do in lockdown?
Okay, give me. I tend to snack a lot. I do my laundry, work longer hours, spend less time outdoors, and I go to endless meetings.
Endless meetings, good. Kai, 5 things you do in lockdown quickly.
Give eyes rest from computer, drink water or coffee, go on computer.
Excuse me, wait, what about the coffee?
No, I mean, this is in general. I don't drink coffee, I drink tea.
Okay,
Go on computer, exercise, play with toys.
Play with toys. Let's hear what's going on with the clerks. What's the 5 things?
Mommy, cook, eat, clean, and teach.
Teach.
Yes. Cook, eat, walk dogs, and clean.
But somebody lying in that house. Everybody in the house is cooking. Go try that.
Yeah, they all get a turn though, honestly. They have to.
They have to. Okay, excellent. Let's see who else. Well, Mr. Lion ain't taking no part because he know he ain't doing nothing. No one else? Or Anaya, yes.
Listen to music, read, work, and rest.
And rest. Oh, nice. Anybody else? Think we got everyone?
That you do in lockdown?
Dominic? You didn't do your 5 yet? What 5 things you do in lockdown? Okay, you ain't ready yet, man. I'm running. So let's go. You wrote it down, so listen up carefully. I am going to choose 5 things on the list, and if what you do have anything to do with it, it means that you could bingo. Okay, this is lockdown bingo. So this is for me. All right, you know when you're watching what it is, Family Feud, or where they do the survey and say what's the most common thing, it's something similar to that. So I am working from home in lockdown. Somebody's kid run across the screen while I'm working. If you have anything about somebody interrupted your meeting or your lesson, you can put a check mark by it. No? All right? There are sounds of the bathroom. Somebody flushed the toilet while on Zoom. No? All right? Went to the supermarket before 3 o'clock. Visited a neighbor. If you visited anyone, you can put a check mark. If you eat, check mark. If you eat anything, check
Bingo!
mark. Listen. Some people just had to understand, not because you put eat. I should have called that one.
I understand. Disqualified.
So that's a false alarm. Yes, Miss Small.
You're not supposed to visit in lockdown.
It doesn't matter if you do it and know where to send the police.
You're not supposed to do it.
Yes, but at this point in time, you went online. Anybody went online? All right. Did the laundry?
Yeah.
Okay, check mark. Went to a Zoom meeting?
Check.
Do we hear bingo? Visited the refrigerator at least 6 times.
Check.
Everybody.
At least, okay. Tried on your old clothes. No one? Read. Did you read? Slept for over 8 hours a day. Do I hear bingo?
I just need exercise now.
Yes, don't worry, you're gonna wait for that. You're gonna stop with exercise.
And
yes.
Hold a minute. What is the last thing you said, Pat?
Slept for over 8 hours. You sleep.
Oh, okay.
It has to be over 8 hours. All right. Looked at lockdown 246 at least 3 times for the week. If you looked at lockdown 346 3 times for the week, completed all my online assignments. Listen to the press conference. Called a friend. Do I hear bingo? Binge watch a movie on Netflix, but once you watch a movie, you can put it as a check mark, or if you watch TV. Took care of the pet. No one? Do I hear bingo? drank over 2 liters of liquid, over 2 liters of liquid per day. Guys, didn't you drink tea? So put a check mark by drink tea. Did you try on your clothes? All right, let's see. Went to the supermarket. Pay the bill. No one paid the bill? Anyone rested overall? Rested. What am I missing?
Exercise.
Got some vitamin D. Went in the sun. No one got some vitamin D?
Yeah.
Good. Anyone give their parents a hug? Give your parents a hug? Took care of the pets. We had took care of the pet already?
Yes.
Spotted a green monkey.
No.
No? Went to the beach. Hold a minute, Kais, what are you missing? Let me hear what you're missing, Kais.
Exercise and play with toys.
Well, Kais, you didn't listen. We said exercise already, but we didn't call it play with toys. We had exercise already. Yes, we did.
Yeah. No.
All right. Visited a friend, went on Zoom, laundry, sun. We had exercise.
No.
If you walk, that's exercise. Charmaine, what are you missing?
My things are too obvious, and you obviously ain't doing obvious.
Okay, let me hear your obvious. Let me hear your obvious with your obvious attitude.
Cook, eat, clean.
But we did clean. We did laundry. Oh, I didn't call clean yet.
Yeah.
Oh, clean didn't call yet.
You don't cook neither. You don't talk about cooking.
Yes, didn't you say you cook? Both the persons in your house said that you cook?
I know, but I thought that I don't know. I don't understand. I thought you had to call.
I said if what you did, it may not be the exact word. It may not be the exact wording, but if what you did is the general is in a general context.
I understand the general context that I could take up.
Yes.
Which one would you apply? Would I apply it to? Which one that you call?
We had cooked after visited a friend. Your son, at first, your son said that he cooked, and you said that you cook.
Yeah.
Right? So cook. Hold on. Sister Sherry, what did you say, Sherry? What are you missing?
That goes after completed computer assignment.
Completed, yes, that would be schoolwork.
I am bingo then. At number 2 Eastbourne in St. Philip is bingo.
But you take real long to bingo. Listen, let me hear what you had for your bingo. Go ahead.
I cook.
You cook. You clean.
Clean and teach.
And teach, but you can't have clean. Did you have clean twice?
No, I got 5.
So you cook, you clean, you teach, and what's the other one?
Sleep.
And sleep, right. Okay, so we have a correct bingo. Finally,
Sister Anna had spent less time outside. Anna had spent less time outdoors.
But then we said go on the balcony. Oh, I didn't get to that one yet. The
I
balcony
said
will be
spend
considered
less
outdoors.
time. That is outdoors. Spend less time outdoors.
Less time outdoors. You need to get in your vitamin C. All right? I think, so we had 2 bingos. We had bingo from Kais. Is Kais bingoed? And again, every night the Clark's family is winning something. Every night, but they close down. They close down the lotto. They close down the lotto. So um, this is the end of it. It's now 9:15. This is the end of the bingo game. We had an attempt of bingo online for the first time. It's new for a lot of us. You have the general consensus. You can try it by yourself and you can play the game. If you have some free time on Sunday evening after lockdown, you can call me and I would be willing to play bingo online. Okay? So thank you very much for giving me your time and your air, and I hope you had fun somewhat.
And congratulations to King Kais. When we are out of lockdown, I will make arrangements to deliver your bottle of honey.
You want to start trouble now because I ain't hear you said nothing for St. Philip.
But I said we only had one prize. We had one, and I want to apologize to St. Philip because I made a mistake yesterday when I stated that somebody else had won the lip sync battle. So I was corrected offline. So St. Philip, I'm not unfairing you.
Oh, it wasn't.
But we only had one prize.
It was a tie though, so you still weren't wrong. We haven't won.
No, I called the most enthusiastic person as the winner, Miss Alma's choice. He was not the winner.
No, just so that you know, Ayana, that this lip syncing competition is picking up steam. Persons who did not even enter the lip syncing competition wants to get in to dethrone the yes, because everybody been looking at this thing on YouTube over and over again. It's being said all over the place. So we would have our screening. We'll have our screening, and we'll see. Maybe we have to put the lip syncing for 2 hours. We might just have to put it for 2 hours.
Yeah, we need time for that.
Yes, because we're going to definitely have the clash against the Clarks, the Harrison Clark family, and Sharon in Jamaica. We're going to have that clash, and then we're going to have an open competition because look at your sister Sherry wants to come in on the competition.
And what the prize is for the lip sync winner? You didn't say.
Let's see if we get any sponsorship. Anyone willing to sponsor? Anyone willing to sponsor?
It will be a wonderful prize.
It will be. It will be. Right now, we're sending out to the world. Maybe Rampoon Radio might want to sponsor or to Ghana sponsor for the lip syncing champion. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Maybe one of us may go and ask the Prime Minister to give you your quote. Okay, never mind.
Gina is complaining that even when she creates her own bingo card, she still loses. Gina, that's because of the ants that you put in my soup the other day.
Oh, and that's another thing. That exotic kitchen is taking steam. You need to see my phone with a comment about what's going on in Barbados if they're taking over from China.
That's why you can't win bingo, Gina. Yes. The flies.
Right. So tomorrow. Providence. Yes. Tomorrow is Saturday, Ayana. What's happening for the rest of the week? For 1 second though, before I turn you over to the host, I think Ms. Gittins wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. I had a bright idea. And I was saying that we're lip syncing and we're playing bingo. Why not have an evening of comedy? Each family would come up with a whole thing of jokes, and we would have judges, and who would say which were the most original, which were the most corniest, whatever. Okay. And I am going to promise you that I would donate a prize for that competition.
Well, you know St. Philip in it. You know St. Philip.
I don't know what the price would be. Sorry, I don't know what the price would be, but I am going to donate that price, okay?
I hope it's not red herring and cuckoo.
No.
So basically, you would have to. This is what I would say. We would provide the platform. We would provide the platform. We would even provide the host. But in terms of the administration, Okay.
But that she's locking us down more, isn't she?
Exactly.
I don't like. I like the idea, but I don't like it because it sounds as though we're gonna have more days on lockdown. You know something that we don't know.
Well,
But it's a nice idea, though.
Yes. But
It's a
I
nice
mean, it would
idea.
be nice to have laughter, as you know how therapeutic that is going to be to just put a positive spin on the COVID touch. So I think it's an excellent idea. Well, we would have to meet. We would have to meet with the directors, and you just being appointed as a director of Lockdown 246. There you go for getting your ideas and all the family here. So we have to sit down and plan this properly. I would have to bring in Mommy Clark since she knows how to work out the gift thing. So we'll deal with that, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because we also have the lip syncing competition on Tuesday. But let me let the host. Ayana, you want me to do it or you just do it?
Tomorrow, no, you go ahead, Anne.
Okay.
We have Talking Tales.
Talking Tales tomorrow at 3 o'clock. You go on to talkingtales.com. I'm going to send out the flyers. If you want us to send a flyer, however you got in touch with us, go to that person and they're going to give you the flyer. Talking Tales and Lockdown 246 is collaborating to bring you Caribbean folklore, Caribbean storytelling time. And it is coming out of Toronto, Canada. Right? So tomorrow is promising to be a lovely, lovely festival. Our own Adrian Green is going to be there. Spoken word artist. We're also going to have Heather Thompson out of the Bahamas, one of our storytellers. They're going to be there. It's being organized by our storyteller who's heading it. That's Keisha Christie out of Toronto. And Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks is going to be there. So don't miss it. Talking Tales and Lockdown 246 tomorrow. You're going to find us on talkingtales.com or just put in Talking Tales on YouTube and you'll find us there. And I also believe that rampoonradio.com will be bringing it. We'll ask George to confirm for us later. And then on Sunday, guys, on Sunday is when we have the best of our minds. Okay? We have Caribbean authors, political authors, children's books authors, cultural authors. They are going to be coming together and they're going to be sharing their texts with you. Okay, we'll have a read off of those minds. Tell a friend, bring a friend, and let's show people that we're supporting all our authors. That is going to be on Sunday. That's a big one. Big things happening on Saturday, Sunday, and everything would be on Caribbean Freedom Fighters also. And on Monday, what's happening on Monday again? I can't remember, but the lip syncing. I don't think it's a comedy. I don't think it's a comedy. The lip syncing competition is definitely on Tuesday. It's definitely on Tuesday, so you have enough time to practice. You have enough time to practice, right? And then the finale is on the 15th when we get out of lockdown. Everybody come together. Yes. And everybody come together and we will probably have a rerun. On Monday, we probably have a rerun of the best of this experience that we have here. But one of the things I wanted us to note, and I want us to appreciate, that this is what is happening here on Lockdown 246 is documentation of our history. Documentation of our history. Every night for 15 days, we came together right here on Caribbean Freedom Fighters and Rampoon Radio and document Barbados' experience for 15 days. So just bear that in mind when you come here. Okay, thank you very much for coming. And I'm back to our host, Miss Ayana Young Marshall.
Well, I want to just say thank you to everybody for participating. You are just always so much fun. And I look forward to when we are released next week, or at least eased out for good behavior or whatever it is, to finding Kais so that I can deliver. And Kais, this is not just for tonight. I'm happy that you are the winner because you have just been such a great sport throughout and you're just such an amazing young man. So with that, we want to tell everybody thank you. Yes, bless you, Kais. You're a real awesome young man.
Okay,
so I just want to tell everybody good night. It's 9:26, so that was just an hour and a half, and all the best.
Just 1 second though. I wanted to know, George, are you there? Lion, with Rampoon Radio, are you there? Okay, well,
I'm here. I'm here.
Can you tell us whether Rampoon is going to be bringing Talking Tales and the lip syncing competition on Tuesday?
Yeah, it's real good.
Talking Tales is tomorrow, and lip syncing is Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah.
Both days. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Live on all 3 platforms.
Good.
We do it. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So before we go off the live, I want to play the video again with the pets. We can have the pet parade. Are you guys game?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we will go up with, pet parade.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Yes, please, Rainbow. What happened? No, you cannot climb through the window.
No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can.
Thanks, Amma.